Hey BGC, it's Miss Jess here with my brother Alex. He is a 3rd degree black belt in Taekwondo, a 1st degree black belt in classical weapons training, as well as a fitness instructor at the University of Cincinnati, teaching classes in boxing, kickboxing, and self-defense. I will turn it over to him to teach you basics and techniques in self-defense.
The first basic that I will go over is how to stand, okay? How you stand, basically, put your feet together, take one step out, one step back, and then pivot this back foot this way, okay? You want it diagonal from your body so that one foot is slightly forward or slightly to the right, and the other foot is on this angle, okay? Now from here, you guys want to bend your knees, just like this. Put the weight on the balls of your feet, okay? Just like that. So the second basic is how to hold your hands, okay? So with self-defense, you want your hands open like this, just like you're giving someone a high five. You want them open, you want them high, okay? Say I have my left foot forward, I want my left hand over my left foot, okay? And I want my right hand over my right foot if my right foot is back here, just like this, okay? So you want your hands up like this. You want at least your fingertips at the same plane as your eyebrow, so they're up like this, okay? And you want them high like this so that you can block here or forward, okay? So the next thing is, now that you understand how to hold your hands, you want to understand how to move back and forth and right and left, okay? It's pretty simple. So if I want to move forward, I want to take my front foot closest to my opponent, step up, okay? Then step up with my back foot, just like that, okay? If I want to step back, I do the same thing reversed. I want to step with my back foot closest to that direction here, and then my front foot in the same direction, okay? If I want to go to the left, same pattern, okay? I want to step to the left with my left foot here, and then another step, and then if I'm stepping to the right, I'm stepping out with my foot closest towards the right, okay? I step like this. So again, I'm like this, I'm in my stance, okay? I step up, 1, I step back, 2, and I step left and right. Now when you do this, you would be moving and bouncing on your toes like this, okay? Now another important thing is being able to spin, okay? So from here, I want to spin, I want to rotate my back foot out like this, okay? Or if I go the other direction, I'm moving like that. Now that is important because if you're fighting with someone or you're defending yourself, you have to follow their movement, okay? So if they step in towards me, I want to step back, and the same thing if I step in, they would want to step back and then right and left. Or if they pivot, I would want to pivot like that, okay? How you strike is, instead of moving forward or backward or right and left, you want to stay in the same spot and then just rotate your hips and your shoulders, okay? So if I do a strike with the front hand, I want to bring my fingers back like this, stick out my palm, okay? Rotate my front foot, rotate my shoulder and my hip in the direction of that strike. And then I come back, just like this, okay? Now when you do it, you want the opposite hand up by your head, just like that, okay? Now from here, same thing, other side, but you want to turn this back foot all the way forward to where my toes are facing the opponent, okay? So I turn my right shoulder, my right hip, my right leg, and my right foot up like this. My back hand comes up, and it's still up like this, just like I'm waving high. Okay, again, left, right. The last basic is how to block. Okay, so you're in your stance, okay, you have your hands high up. Say someone punches you on your left side, okay? You basically want to play patty cake and put your hand in front of that punch, okay? Now it doesn't necessarily matter which side you block with, but you always want to block on the same side, generally speaking. So if Miss Jessica punches me with her left hand, I want to block with my right hand. I just want to put an arm in front of that shot, okay? Go. Here, same thing other side, And then now she hooks, okay? Instead of going forward like this, like I'm giving her a high five, I want to come out like so, blocking with this side of my arm. There you go. Like this, or like that, okay? The next thing I'm gonna go over are some more specific self-defense techniques, okay? So, to start, wrist grabs. So if Miss Jessica grabs me on the same side, so if I have my right hand out and she's grabbing me with her left side, okay, I want to look for an opening or a weakness, okay? So if she grabs me this way, the weakness is this area right here. So what I want to do is I want to turn my wrist facing that weakness, okay? And then I'm going to pull out this side. Now when I do it, I want to push the opposite way, okay? So I turn, push, and pull, like that. That's the first one. The second one is, say she grabs on the opposite side, like this, all right? This is the same technique, but on the opposite side in a slightly different variation. So if this happens, you still want to look for the gap, okay? You still want to turn your wrist towards that gap. Now from here, you want to pull out this way, not that way, again, this way, and then hit this way, like so. Again, like so. Now, the next thing is if she grabs with two hands on one wrist, like so, okay? Now from here, if you notice, there's not really an open gap, all right? Your best bet is to make a fist, okay? Reach in with your other hand, grab that fist, and pull up to your opposite ear, okay? Make sure you don't hit yourself in the face when you do this. So again, from here, I reach through, make a fist, pull up, like that, all right? Now the final wrist grab is, say she grabs with both hands like this, okay? So from here, you wanna have a good stance, all right? You wanna tuck your elbows in rather, like this, come down a little bit, flex up like that, and then post up with your body, okay? So you're like that. Again, like that. The second technique I'm going to go over are chokes, okay? So say Miss Jessica does a front choke like this to me, okay? She does this. What I want to do is I want to put both arms above my head. You can put them together like this. Doesn't really matter. You just want two hands above your head. From here, you want to step back and then turn, okay? No matter how strong she is, from here, I want to have my hands up, okay? This hold is not gonna last, okay? I'm just gonna turn like that, okay? Now, the next thing is a rear naked choke. So, a rear naked choke looks like this, okay? Now, let go real quick. So, anytime someone puts you in a choke, what you wanna do is you wanna pull down, okay? And tuck your chin into their arm, okay? So, as soon as she puts this choke in, I'm pulling down and tucking my chin into her arm here. From here, if she's choking with the right arm, I want to step forward and pivot with the right foot towards the left here, and then push her arm away, okay? So you want to think, step the opposite way away from the arm, okay? So step towards the hand over here. Again, I pull down like this, and I push off, okay? The final choke is called a bulldog choke. So if Miss Jessica does that, from here, what I want to do, same thing, I want to pull down on this arm, tuck my chin in. From here, I want to step behind her, okay, in a nice big squat. From here, take my other hand closest to her head, put it in front of her face, okay? From here, I want to turn my torso into her and break this lock here. Now from here, if you're not strong enough to break this lock, what you want to do is you want to get a little bit of area right here, and then put your head right through, and then push off. The third technique is a hair grab. So say Miss Jessica grabs my hair, although I don't have much hair, I used to have an afro, then she could grab my hair, but say I have a big afro, okay? So she grabs my hair. From here, the biggest thing is to put your hands up and to capture this hand, okay? So you don't want this hand to just be grabbing my hair and be able to pull me either which way. All right, I want to trap her hand and pull it into my head like this, okay? I want to trap this hand like so, and from here, I want to have my hands up so that if she does something, I can put a elbow or something in front of that shot. Okay, now when you're in this position, you don't want to be blocking out like this. You just want to have your hands up, and again, putting your elbow or putting your hand in front of that shot. Okay, now from here, if you have the opportunity, you can strike back, but the biggest thing is to pin this hand down and make sure that you're not getting hit with that other hand. Okay, now you can use your footwork and circle to the outside this way so that that hand's not close to your face. But again, the biggest thing is to capture this hand and to have your hands up. Okay, now another thing is you can fish for a finger. Say you get a finger and you pull it down like so. You could do that, but that's not always effective. The final technique I'm going to go over is a bear hug. Now there is a front bear hug like this, or there's a back bear hug, obviously from the back. Now, if I put Miss Jessica in a front bear hold, what she wants to do is basically do a squat, okay? And then push off my hips to where my grip is going to not hold, okay? So say I'm grabbing like this, okay? So she's gonna kind of do a squat, big nice stance, put her center of gravity down, and then push off my hips, there, okay? Now, a big thing is to have this weight here so I don't pick her up, okay? Again, here like this, and then push off, okay? Now, the next thing is a back hold. So, I grab Miss Jessica from the back, and from here, what she's going to do is same thing from before, kind of get into a little squat, put your center of weight down. From here, step behind my leg, okay, and then kind of push me with her right arm down like this, okay? Now, when I fall, it doesn't matter where I'm at as long as I'm on the floor and I'm not grabbing her. But say if I was still grabbing her, what I'd do is I'd get to my knees, push off his body, and then come up like this, okay? That is important because the hold might still stand and I might still be grabbing her on the floor. Again, if that happens, you stand up, get to your knees, go to your feet, and push off.
Okay, well, thank you, Alex, for your demonstration today. If you have follow-up questions for him, you may email me at jwall@bgcwcl.org. Thank you.